Hi, I'm Carol Jurgensen Sheets, aka Carol the Coach. And I've been around for several decades helping couples deal with sexual betrayal. And I was doing sex addiction, and then we called it problematic sexual behavioral disorder and compulsive problematic sexual behavior disorder. And one of the things I noticed as people came to me, there were many that were not addicts. They didn't have that compulsivity. They had unmet needs and they didn't know how to find them within themselves in healthy ways. And so what did they do? They went outside of their marriage and they pursued infidelity. Now, I have to tell you, infidelity hurts just as much as compulsive problematic sexual behavior. And I say, in some ways, it's actually worse. Because with compulsive sexuality disorder, as the acting out becomes more and more and more, the desire, the drive is more and more compulsive. And people who are struggling with sex addiction or, you know, other betrayal issues, they can't stop until they get help. But in betrayal, with infidelity, that's a personal problem. I mean, we know that a marriage takes two people to come together, and there may be marital issues. But when a man or a woman chooses to cheat, chooses to go outside their marriage to be with someone else, that's their issue. And so I found a method, if you will, that could walk somebody through the 3 stages of partner betrayal. And I've been applying it to infidelity for 4 years now, and it has worked miracles in the lives of couples. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit, not so much about ERCEM, the early recovery couples empathy model, but about helping couples heal from infidelity to find love again. This book, and it's pretty thick, walks you through the timeline of what you need to do the minute you find out there's been an infidelity. And what we all know in this field is that infidelity causes trauma. So if you're listening to this and you're feeling that trauma, just know that we look at it from the lens of trauma, and we know that so many of your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs feel uncontrollable, and they feel so foreign, and you would never have thought this could have occurred. And now you're reeling. You want to know what is going on. And if you're a struggler, if you're a betrayer, I want you to know that I know that now that discovery has occurred, confession has occurred, it matters not how your partner found out. But now that the dust has settled a little bit, you wonder what in the heck you were thinking. You don't even understand how you could have done this. You know that you used a lot of defenses, rationalization, justification, minimization. You said crazy things to yourself, like what she doesn't know won't hurt her. He deserved it. He wasn't paying any attention to me. I just cheated with one person. You said all those things. But now that the dust has settled, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I hurt the one person I loved more than anything in the world. And I just would like to erase it. I'd like it to be a bad memory or even a dream or nightmare. And I'd like to move forward. Well, I can show you how to move forward. And that's really, it's a, it's a difficult process, but it's a simple process because there are steps to dealing with infidelity. So no matter who you are listening to this right now, I want you to go grab your partner and come and sit down because I want to talk to you both. I'll wait. You go ahead and get him or her, and then let's talk about the steps to helping you heal from infidelity to find love again. Put me on pause, and when you're ready, I'll be right here. Okay, now that you're here and you're together, this is what I want from you. I want you to be here with me together from day one. I want to be able to direct you. I want to be able to ask you to write an intention for your marriage. I want to be able to educate you and share what's going on in the partner's brain and in the psyche of the cheater. Now, I call the person who pursued infidelity the betrayer. You can call that person the struggler. You can call that person the hurtful partner. It matters not. We're not here to shame or blame anybody. We're here to get you healthy. I am your beacon of hope. I know we can get you healthy. Let me give you an exercise right now from the book. If you knew that there was a possibility that you could get through this and heal, what would your new intention be for the marriage? Literally, what would you want for your marriage if you knew that you could heal from the betrayal? That's an unfathomable thought because you're devastating. You're reeling from the trauma. Believe it or not, the betrayer's reeling from it. You're both doing that. But I want you to both write down right now, put it in your phone. What's your intention for this marriage? And then come back to me and we'll take it from there. I'm glad you're back. Okay, I want you to sit and face each other knees to knees. I want you to look at each other's left eye, the window to the soul, and very, very, very slowly read your intention statement to each other. I know it feels incredibly vulnerable, and it feels like if you share that, you'll be forgiving the other person. But you aren't forgiving. You're really kind of commanding or asserting what you want, what you expected all along, and what you desire. Okay? So I want you to do that now. Read that to the other person. And remember to look at that left eye because that is the window to the soul. And please put me on pause and do that and then come back. Now, I know that was really, really vulnerable. And I commend you both for doing it. Because when you work with an ERCEM specialist, we get you moving. We really believe that the first phase of infidelity betrayal is to create boundaries to keep you from acting out again and create boundaries to keep the partner safe. And then if the partner wants it, we ask the partner, do you want the entire truth? And that's called a therapeutic formal disclosure. And if you do, ERCEM specialists can either do that process or refer you to somebody who can get the truth out in less than 90 days. I mean, it may take some time for the betrayer to write down all the times that he or she has cheated, how it happened, what occurred. These are all facts that you might want to know as the betrayed. And if you decide you don't, then don't do it. Because from here forward, you, the betrayed, are in the driver's seat. You get to decide, what do you need? What do you want? And how do we get it? Now we, the ERCEM team, we're going to help you both. Because you know what? You are both our client. We no longer see you individually, we see you together. And so if you're interested in working with somebody who sees the coupleship as the client, that will help the struggler or the betrayer to get healthy and provide safety for you, and will help you to be able to find safety, be in the driver's seat, decide what you need, then you're ready for ERCEM, the Early Recovery Couples Empathy Model. And you're ready for helping couples heal from infidelity and find love again, because this is your workbook. It takes you step by step through how do you get healthy and heal. Now, I would ask you to do that through my directory at www.sexhelpwithcarolthecoach.com. Why? Because there are specialists that know this process. But if you don't want to, you can't afford it, you're not in an area that has counselors or internet, then get the book to help you walk through that sexual betrayal. And keep coming back to this YouTube channel so I can teach you more about what's going on for yourselves. And I can show you the steps to getting to, get this, get to post-traumatic growth. Believe it or not, when you walk out of my office for the last time, you will be stronger than you've ever been. They say in therapy and in coaching, never make promises. I'm making you this promise. I've seen it work when you work it. I'll see you back here for another instructional lesson.